Hey guys, welcome back. Congratulations on completing the lectures for this section. So now we're just going to do a bit of a summary and go through all the things that we learned. So the first thing we learned was creating a line graph, as you can see here. We learned about basic formatting principles like always have a chart title, always have axis labels, and in the line graph we also learned, besides just making it, adding a second data series. Now, just an important note, you can add as many series as you want. There's no limit. Just go nuts, okay? Now, the next thing we learned after that was where is that? The scatter plot. And we learned how to, again, put chart titles and all that, but we also learned how to actually format the data inside. Now, the window that we use for that is going to be pretty consistent whenever you're modifying scatter plots or bar charts or lines or pie graphs and so on. The way you format is very consistent in this version of Excel, so that's why I love it. After that, we also learned about how to add a trend line. Now, again, a trend line is very helpful in trying to see how your information is behaving. Now, it's even better for really complex information. Now, in this data, we have about 30 points. Imagine if you had 100. It's like a sea of data. It's really hard to see inside. So, why do all the hard work? Let Excel do it. So, create a trend line. You can show the formula. If your mathematics is pretty good, try and go for the linear function, or you can use polynomial functions and so on. So, very powerful tool. The next thing we learned after that was the column chart. Now, this was different because we learned about how to use data labels. Now, data labels, very, very helpful, especially with charts where it has a lot of data. As you can see here, we have about 30 points. Now, if you have a vertical axis, it's hard to see all the way to the end. Little practical things like this you got to consider. So in this one, we were able to add data labels on top of every single column. This makes it so much easier. You can tell that, okay, the smallest is 30 and the top one is 91. Follow the 3-second rule of when you see a graph, you should have a general idea of what it's supposed to say to you within a few seconds. Okay? On top of data labels, we also learned how to use the design tab, which I'm going to pull up here. And we use chart styles, where we use a preset format and introduce it directly into our chart. After that, we learned about pie charts, possibly the most colorful chart we have on this screen. Now, in this chart, we learned about how applying different types of data labels, okay, and also applying a really, really cool design, a 3D design, and just really makes it pop. Now, as you guys can see from the charts we have on the screen, we could have left them in their original format. If we did, it wouldn't be as close as appealing as it is now. As you can see, it pops out of the screen. It's colorful, it's vibrant. There's not too much information on the screen, which is also very important. Okay, so practice charts, try and get them pretty, but also very clean and concise, and you will be an expert when it comes to this in a matter of days, weeks, whatever it may be. Keep practicing. All right, guys, that's it from me, and I will see you soon.